It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds contempt.
Yeah, it breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can...
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give him a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking for a throw here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. On now comes their punter. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And this one does not go far. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Punting unit out now. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And they're going to have a first down. He's going to throw this one. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They're going play action. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The offense getting set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 42. Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Give now to the running back. He still has room inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. They motion the tight end over. The give here on second. And this play isn't a whole lot better. He gets back to the line, but no further.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Starting at the 10. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Another drive coming up for this offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Back to throw on 1st and 10. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. That's completed right side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They go play action on 1st. He's got it at the 6. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And the catch is made for the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys drive their lead to 11. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 16 yards on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. He'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They send Jackson in motion right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, you're trying to bust a tendency right there, and it backfired big time on the 4th down gamble. You respect them getting creative in a key spot, but you got to be able to execute if you're trying something like that.
Cut out left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them the 1st. Running back sent in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this ahead to the 40-yard line before going down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Pass play coming here. Dump off caught by his back. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Slot receiver headed left. Throwing on 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys push their lead to 18. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers.
We've reached the 2-minute warning.
Results in a 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They bring Jackson in motion. Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get... Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Hauled in left side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Pass play now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. Touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys grow the lead now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The offense headed back to the field. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
And that tackle stops him after a solid game. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now they send their back in motion right. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And it sets up 1st down. Motioning the tight end now. They'll throw on 1st. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll give him a 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. They're going play action. He's got it near the 8. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. Another try following the sack. That's complete to Jackson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So now here's 3rd and goal. They send Jackson in motion right. Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Airing it out to start this drive. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be a first down. Motioning him from the slot right. To throw here on first down. On target to Jackson. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends, made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Lone back gets the handoff. Into the second level past the 30. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's been a great time at the stadium for this crowd. Their side has turned this into a blowout as we start the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This is reeled in by Jackson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And he takes it in for the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one right down the middle. And his guys get it back to a 19-point deficit. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Back out runs their offense. Well, Brock, their passing game has been the highlight for them offensively so far. 3 touchdowns and a whole lot of good plays beyond that.
And Ken, I think what we've seen is an offense who's reading the same book as the defense, just a few chapters ahead. Each time the defense tries to make an adjustment, well, the offense has a counter ready to go. Lesser passing games would have had some serious trouble trying to keep up with this pace.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Catch is made down the right sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give them a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
On 3rd down, dialing up an option left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 6-yard run, and now they've got 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The visitors back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They send Jackson in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Looking to the air here. Brought in right side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. So now here's 3rd and 5. They send Jackson in motion right. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. He'll throw it yet again. He's got a man left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And once again, they can't connect. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They motion a receiver left. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. Results in a 1st down.
The give now out of the shotgun. Has some space inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd down, looking for options. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6. 3rd down from the gun. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Desperation time here on 4th. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Airing it out to start this drive. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hand off to the back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.
steam.